What's going on, guys? Canthev here. Today we're going to be taking a look at a base that I like to call the Fortress. This base was designed for solo, duo, trio servers and is extremely well fortified with a very strong roof to help defend yourself against raiders. The Fortress costs 21,000 stone, 3,800 wood, and 1,100 metal frags to build, and has a daily upkeep cost of 3,300 stone, 435 wood, and 800 metal frags. The Fortress features a fanned airlock design, which means there are 5 doors to get into the base. The Fortress requires a minimum of 20 satchels to raid, making it a very strong yet inexpensive base that has all you'll ever need. As always, if you learned something new in this video or find it enjoyable, don't forget to like the video, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more high quality base builds at least once a week. Anyway, to hop on into the tour, through the first door there's a shotgun trap on the ceiling which will help against your door campers. Like I've said before, that isn't necessary, but I like to include it in all my bases just for a little extra protection. There's actually 4 more doors until you get into the base, and they're arranged in this fan design. I've seen this design on a few different channels, but the first time I saw it incorporated into an actual build was on xRaw's channel. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description if you want to see what he's done with this concept. Anyway, on the roof of the fanned airlock are 2 drop boxes, then we're into the main part of the base. On the first half of the bottom floor is a furnace, your tool cupboard, a large wooden box, and a sleeping bag. Once again, here's the daily upkeep cost of the base. Moving on to the other half of the floor, there are 4 more furnaces, a barbecue, another sleeping bag, a repair bench, and a research table. The research table looks like it's impossible to reach, but you can actually access it by hopping up here and opening it up using the small part that's sticking out of the floor. On this floor, you'll also have your workbench, another chest, and 2 more sleeping bags. Then, through the next garage door, you'll notice some nice wall decorations, as well as 5 more large boxes and 2 more sleeping bags. Finally, through the door, you can access your shooting floor. Here's the first window, then through this left door there's 2 more shooting windows, or you could hop up here to a nice little balcony. There's one final loot room behind this garage door, and through this other door is another sleeping bag and loot box, which allows you to quickly spawn on your roof if you just died while defending your base. Heading back through the right door gives you access to the rest of this floor, which has 2 more windows and a bulletproof lookout. There's also a furnace in the corner, which I use only to get to the roof and would not recommend using it as an actual furnace. But anyway, here's your roof, which has a few good gaps to shoot through, or you could even get on top of the roof ramp and shoot from that part. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up the tour for this base. Now let's see how to get this strong boy built. Alright, so to kick off the build a 2x2 as low to the ground as possible and add an extra square foundation off of one side. Make sure these foundations are all temporary because you'll have to destroy some of them to create the fanned airlock. Place a wall here and your first door frame here. Now destroy all of the foundations except for the exterior one and the square foundation in the corner. Build a square foundation, then a triangle foundation, and this will allow you to place your second doorway. Make sure it's facing out towards you. Now delete the 2 foundations you just placed, and this time place 2 triangle foundations. This allows you to place your third doorway. Finally, destroy the 2 triangle foundations and place a final square foundation to add the last doorway and complete the fanned airlock. This is what your fanned airlock should look like. Now you're ready to fill in the rest of the foundations. Replace the 2 original square foundations, then begin adding the honeycombing. Place triangle foundations on the higher position all around your base. To get the ones around the fanned airlock, you'll have to build an extra foundation, just destroy it once you're done. On the front side, destroy the 2 temporary square foundations and place a higher triangle foundation on the left and a low triangle foundation on the right. Once again, you'll have to add a temporary foundation, just go ahead and destroy it once you're done. I know those steps were kind of complicated, but if you followed them correctly, you should have a perfectly fanned airlock that's completely surrounded in honeycombing as shown on screen. Next, complete your front airlock by adding a wall and the front doorway. Now, surround your base with walls along all your honeycombing. Once you've done that, add a half wall on the side that's facing the fanned airlock, then add a full wall on top of it. This will allow you to place a floor halfway up, which you'll need in a few steps. On this piece of honeycombing, add 2 half walls, and on the rest, fill in the honeycombing with full walls. Now place your first floor halfway up, jump on it, turn around, and place your next floor halfway above the previous floor. Add another floor next to it, and now we'll need to close the fanned airlock. Add a half height wall to this honeycombing section and 2 more around the airlock, which will allow you to place a floor piece above the airlock, sealing it in. Place 2 more floors next to the airlock ceiling, and this is what your footprint should look like now. Now we're ready to start working on the shooting floor. Add a doorway on the top floor, then add 2 more doorways in either direction. Next, fill in the honeycombing with triangle floors and add an additional triangle floor here to create a nice overhanging balcony. Add half height walls on top of the front door to have the front airlock line up with the rest of the honeycombing. And once you've done that, your base should look like this. Next, we'll add some windows to our shooting floor, place 4 in a row like this, skip this spot, then add a 5th window here. Don't forget to add a wall here and here, but I made a mistake in the build here. You actually don't want to place a full height wall here, or else you close off one of your loot rooms. Add 3 half height walls here, then close it off with another floor. Close off the entrance to the shooting floor with another square floor panel, then add some wall frames to the following places. Once you've placed all your wall frames, your base should look like this. Add a roof here to create the little attic and add a roof across from it. Place a doorway down to seal off your attic, then add another floor next to it. Use that floor to get up onto your roof and add roof panels around your base. Just don't cover up the one at the end because that's how you'll get up to your roof. Add a half height wall to seal off the gap in the roof panels, then add 3 more half height walls and a floor panel to make your last loot room. Finally, add low walls to complete the shell of the base. You can surround your entire roof in low walls, but I prefer using sandbags and barricades as I showed in the tour. Add foundation steps to the front door, and then we'll have to upgrade the new foundations and walls to sheet metal. Upgrade all of the triangle honeycombing foundations to sheet metal. Then upgrade these last few walls to sheet metal to ensure that your base is as strong as possible. Once you've completed the shell of your base, all you have to do is fill it in with your loot. I'm going to speed that part up to double the speed, but if you want to slow it down in the playback, then you can do that by using the gear icon in the bottom right side of the screen and selecting a playback speed of half speed. As always, don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the video or build, and if you've learned something new or want to see more content like this, then definitely consider subscribing for more high quality base builds on a weekly basis. Once again, my name is Canthev, thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace.